I've already shared, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this may not be in your course, but say this is something very interesting. We are going to do how to collect the data or how to do web scraping. And it all like you can implement it using AI also later. Collect the data, implement AI on it, machine learning or whatever algorithm you want to run, and you can run on it. We have this thing, then we have on Twitter also. So today, let's have a look at web scraping. Okay. So we shared document with you, notebook, sorry. The tool used here is either Beautiful Soup or Selenium. Selenium is also there. So you have to see that it's a not straightforward to use Selenium in Collab. So I have a few commands already with me, which I have tested. They are working, so Selenium works, but it gives you a little more advantage, actually, more access to the sites. So what our aim is actually to get a site, any site, and read the contents from the site. Okay, so you can use that, and you can use this to create your bots or your own search engines, optimizing your search engines, collecting your data, relevant data, which is not like what we get from Google sometimes is not very relevant. So irrelevant data is there. You can use your own search engines. You can have your own watch, like suppose you have a price watch, you can say on certain items. You can have that also, like from Flipkart or Amazon. You want to see that what the prices are and what the prices could be in the future. You can keep collecting and compare and see, and then you can actually build your own things like ratings and all. You can give your own ratings and see how the product is behaving. So this can be a watch for the companies also, for yourself also. You want to buy, suppose you want to buy a phone, you can or a laptop, you can set the price watch, and you don't have to go to the site and check. It will just simply collect it from there for you, and it will work. So let's see something practically happening today. So Selenium we will be using, it's uh, like I have already put some commands. I'll just run it first. It gives you more power actually, but Selenium is a little complicated to use, so we'll be using Beautiful Soup also, BS4, which is simpler, straightforward, but I'll give you the options to use Selenium also. And you have to install a driver for the browser also, like we have used a Chromium browser. Here I'm not using Chromium browser, but I have actually installed the driver for it. Chrome driver I'll be using to browse through the websites. There may be some errors, that's not an issue. URL library on all, it is installing, checking, installing, getting the packages will be installed. Something, yeah, done. So you have to keep in mind these are the commands you have to use, but if you're using some other driver, then you have to check and use something else. So for now, you're using Chrome driver. So you have to see which driver you want to install. So this is the Chromium browser, but we have other browsers also. So I can give you a link to Selenium's API, and you can have a look at it, how or what you can do with it. Okay. So let's do it now. So we have done already, installed already. uh, let's read something. So first of all, we have to load the modules. So we need a WebDriver that is already there. So from Selenium, import WebDriver, and from Selenium WebDriver.com and keys, we have to get the keys also. The few two things we have to know. And those who have not used HTML or not aware of the tags and all, because you're not from computer science, you may not be aware of the tags. I'll just show you a few things which can be of importance. Otherwise, you don't have to know about everything. Okay, so we have the driver. From driver, we are loading it. Then we have tool, product name and designation list of the source price of the product. We have put a tool list, and then we are getting that driver dot get python, or and then we have to get the content. What we are doing is we are getting the contents of python.org. It can be anything else also. And driver dot get page print content. I'll just run it and show you what happens. These are the contents of the site python.org. Okay, so it may not make any sense to you because you have not used HTML. I'm not sure you have used it or not, but I can tell you something, a few things related with HTML here, so that you can understand the few parts. Li is there, ul is there, that is for tabs, you can say. And class name we have, then we have the role here, elements, then href is the reference. Okay, so if you have a link on your website, that comes from href. These are the uh, tags you have. Then class name, if you want to give, then these are the things, li ul, most of that. Divisions we have, actually div, yeah, div is how the your page is divided at, so one page can be divided into divisions, so we use a div for that. But again, as I said, you don't have to know the HTML part. It's just what is required, I'll tell you. Okay. Okay, so we have got all the contents of the site. These are the HTML contents. This is the code which was used to write python.org. So we have got that. So every content is there. So you can see what is going on, and you can open python.org and you can see that also. This can be done using inspect from the browser also, but you don't have the content with you. Okay, so if you have the content with you, you can do other things also. So this is what the how you can get the contents from a website. And the websites which are in HTML, they can be easily seen, but those which are in Java, okay, Java JSP, or which are in .NET, because they work on background, you won't be able to see much of the contents. But yes, you can get the initial content, because all the websites actually initially have an HTML page. Okay, and that could be calling your scripts, or maybe your .NET or JSP, whatever. Anyway, so that is just a small example of getting the contents of a page. Now, let me open a website for you, and I'll have to share it also. Flipkart, and I'll share it once open. Okay, let me share the site first. Flipkart, okay. Here you are. Visible. Share it here. Okay, so this is of a laptop HP. We have the site here. I want to get the price. I want to create my own CSV file from this about the model, price, ranking. If I want to get ranking is there, I'll just show you. Rating, you can say, not ranking actually. Rating is here 4.6 in green. This is the rating, this is the price, this is the product, this is the image and all, and these are the descriptions. Okay, now let me show you. Inspect you can use. I can use it inspect directly also. Click right button and you have inspect command here, the last one. The last option is inspect. So I'm using edge, you can use any other, but inspect will be there. It may be at the last or somewhere else. Now if I click here, you can see that it goes to place. So I just have to click and see. So it will just keep on moving. Okay, so you can see that the price is, you can see if it is not going, div is this part. This is the one div, this is another div. You can see this is highlighted. So we are more interested in this div, this one. No, this, yeah, we're interested in this one. This is 1A TVBE, something like that. You can go down and see where my things are going. Yeah, it is here only. So this is what we are interested in. Footer we are not interested. And I have to see the price. So I can take my cursor there. Or I can simply open it here also. Inspect direct. You can see that. This is the product. So div class is this. This class is would be required. So class is important. I want to see the price. Inspect. And for this, the class is this 30JEQ3. The price is there. For rating, again, right button click, inspect. You can see that div class, and you get the values there. Okay. You want to see the description, then you can see the CLI class is this. This is the thing, the main thing. And then you have the subclasses. The details are there, so you can go to the class part and see. So basically, what you have here is an HTML code, which is on the right hand side. You can see, and whichever price you want to see, or whatever you want to see, what
So your whole screen is not visible.
whole screen will is not visible. What do you mean by that?
So only a part is seen. The we can't see the code, HTML code.
Inspect is not visible. Oh,
No, no, sir.
one
Only
minute.
the Flipkart
One
and
minute.
the laptop
Okay,
is.
let me see why it is not visible. Because inspect is not a separate window actually, no? Let's see why it is not visible. Okay, I can open it in another window also. If it is not visible, then I'll have to open it. Mhm. Still not visible.
No, sir.
It is on right hand side actually. So let
So
me
even the
see.
Flipkart site is not completely visible. Only a
That is
part.
that is because half of that is taken by the inspector. Na? Code is
Oh,
on the right hand side. The code
yeah,
is
yeah.
on the right hand. Let me figure out how I can open it in another one.
All right, sir.
I can open it. Actually, I can open the code, source code also, but then you won't be able to actually see the yeah, tags all. So I just wanted to have it. Let me see if I can open it in one another window. Docking is on the side, top, bottom. You can dock to the right. Device search, run command, open file, more tools. It opens here only. Docking is either the bottom. Can you see it now? It is in the bottom actually.
No, sir.
Okay. One minute. If I can open it in some other place. Mhm, mhm. This should be visible. Last time when I used it was visible. Mhm. Okay. Doesn't open another window. Mhm, mhm. It's so visible. Hmm. Let's see. how I can open. Okay. I got it now. Should be able to share it now. But then I'll have to switch. Okay. This inspect is available now. Can you see?
Yes, sir, we can see it now.
This is there, but then it has to be actually when you open inspect goes on the right hand side. Okay, so it is docked on the right hand side, and then you can easily actually see both the things side by side, the site and the inspect thing. So if you can see that way, so it is always actually better to have the
So
site
should we
and one.
open the same link? You can share the link with us.
I can share it here. That will be better.
Yeah.
Let me share. I can share this link. I'll share it again. Okay. Let me share it here itself. I've shared the link, putting in the conversation also. You can open this link and right button. You can click the right button anywhere and you can use inspect. Inspect.
Yes, sir. It's open now.
Yeah. So it comes on the right side, na? That's
Yeah,
why
yes.
it was not visible, but I have made it a separate window. That's okay. Let me dock it to the right. Okay. And have to do it like this. Yes, I can increase the size. Okay, so if you want to click on a price, then you can right click on the price. You can take your cursor to the price, right click, and then you'll get the inspect there also. So you know the code which is there, CS div class underscore 30 JEQ3. That is the class name given. Underscore minus one underscore one underscore WHN, something like that. It is already given. The price is there. Okay, so you can get it, get the divs from here. Now let me share the code. Let me go back to the code, and here we can. Okay, yeah. Let me go back to the code and see what we can do with this. So we are back with the code, and now we have Flipkart there. I'll be using BS4, that is beautiful soup, this time to get what I want. So I need to import pandas, requests, and beautiful soup, and let me see if all of them are installed properly or not. If they are not, then I'll have to install something. So let me run it first. So if it is already there, it is already there. So I don't have to install anything. Now the WebDriver and all that is there already. So Selenium types driver, we have Chrome driver options. You can have Chrome options, product, price, rating. We need these three things. So driver is equal to web driver dot Chrome driver, and options, Chrome options, and the product, price, and their ratings. These are the three lists, we are empty lists we are creating to store the product, price, and the rating. Now I have to read the page. To read the page, I need driver dot get, and the URL which we have already got. So if you're using some other URL, you can use that also. Just have to change this part. Okay, now we know that to get the content, we have driver dot page source, and then we have to convert into beautiful soup BS4. So we need this also. So we are creating a soup, and let me run till here if it is okay, if it is working. If there's some problem, then I'll know. It happens sometimes, like yesterday it was giving some errors because of the data. Normally it is because of the data, because these algorithms and all codes are all optimized, they've been tested. So you can go wrong with the parameters or the syntax or the data. Okay, so get the data. So I'll just write it. Get the page contents. Then we are converting into soup. That is object we are creating. Now we know the div class we have there for the price. So now what I need is a loop which should go through it and through the class browse through. So what I have created here is a soup. So soup dot find all div uh, attributes class, and this is the class which was there in the row. Okay. We can get this row also, and see, one issue comes with the sites is when they get updated, the class may change. So you'll have to see if the same class is there or not. So you can always search this class, or you can get your class. Okay, now this is going to the main row. So if you already have this thing, the website, so on the price you can see that the div you have, the main div, that would be somewhere here. There are two or three divs here. So inspect. Yeah, this is yeah. It may have changed, so that's we'll see if it has changed. But as far as I know, it should be the same. We are using I can search this also. If it is there, I'll know. I'll get the. Okay. div is there, it may have changed, but I don't think they would have. Normally they don't. But even if it has changed, then we can get it also. So we'll run it and see, but let me first check. Let me check it myself and let you know. Okay, we'll just get the base source and find it is the same. I found it, so I can inspect the code and see. I've inspected that, so the div exists. So I have to use it. So this is the main class actually, which we have, and we have to browse through this class to get the divisions, that is for the name, for the price, and for the rating. Let's show you one by one. I've already actually got the class, so I don't want to type it again. So I know the class, which is the class. Okay. So name equal to a dot find. We have to find is attribute from here, a dot find. In this main class, find a div which has a class my underscore 4r 01 t, that is there with the name. So if you go to the name and if you inspect that, you will find that the class name would be there. Yeah, it is mine underscore 4r01 t. You can see that. Okay, so if you right button, click right button on the name, that is HP Ryzen 5 Hexa Core 8 GB 512 GB SSD Windows 11 Home EQ2144 AU laptop. If you right click on this and inspect, you'll find that this div will be highlighted and the class name is there underscore 4R01T. Okay, so this is what we have taken, and I can print the name, and then I need the price also, so same I can do with the price and the rating also. Just printing that, and we have already created a list, so we'll be putting it everything there. Okay. Mhm. Have to keep the intents properly. So name, the div is class underscore 4R01T. For the price, it is 330 JEQ3. So let me check if it is correct or not. Right button, inspect. Yeah, I don't have to give everything. This much is okay. Underscore the W3. I've just copy pasted. Then for the price again, I have the price there and the rating. Sorry, yeah, for rating I have again right button click and inspect. The rating class is called 712. The class is different. Let me see. It is column only. I think they've changed the name of the class. No, that's okay. No, rating. I'll have to see. Yeah, it's okay. 4.6. Yeah, it is the same. Underscore 3LWZ1K. You right button, select, move the cursor on the rating, right, then right click, and then inspect, and you will find that div is there. The class, basically, the class of the div. Now, what I have to do is I have to append the data into the list, empty list I have created. So I have for the products, price and ratings. I just create a list of everything so that I can save it. Products dot append name dot text. We have to get the text only. So name dot text. We have got name here. Then price, again price dot text. Ratings, again ratings dot text. These are the variables I've used. Rating, you can use any other variable also. So as far as this much is concerned, this is all done. But I have to save it to a CSV file. So what I'm going to do is we have to we have the list, so we have to create a data frame and then we have to write it. So I'll have to first of all let me create it and dflip. I've used dflip for the data of the data frame of Flipkart. So pd dot data frame, product name as products, price is price, and rating is rating. So as now we have a data frame, and now we can actually save it as a CSV file with the headings product, ratings, and the price. Product name, price, and rating. So let's write it now. Encoding we have to give as UTF-8 because there may be some Unicodes there. So this is what we flip.to CSV is very simple. The command is simple. Where has it gone? Oh, hidden. It happens. It hides sometimes. Okay. So this is the last command I gave. That is dflip. That is the data frame of the Flipkart to CSV. So anything, any data frame can be written to CSV using to CSV, and the name of the CSV file index. If you want to give the index, you can give index. Otherwise, leave it, make it false. And encoding, since it can't have any Unicodes, like you can see that there were stars and all. So if there's possibility of a Unicode, so UTF-8 we have used. Okay, so let's see now what we have here. We have a website flipkart.com, then we have price, name, and the rating taken from the site, and we are trying to create a CSV file of the products which are listed there. So let's see. I've just run the command and see if I can get it. It sometimes, yeah, it is giving me some problem. So rating is okay. And type text. There's nothing like rating.txt. How is it possible? Oh, ratings okay. Ratings dot is okay. Rating.txt is okay. I've used it earlier also, so it should not create a problem. Let me see. It was reading the data. Yes, it was reading the data. And then it came here that it says that this rating does not have a type called text. And this is interesting. Let me put it again. I may have missed something. Reports are okay. This is everything is fine. Let me paste again. We dot find div and then ratings, append rating dot text. Let me run it again and see. I can actually avoid it for the time being. Skip it if it doesn't work and figure out the reason. But it should not create any issues. But it is creating. Why it is creating this? Let me check. There may be some class issue. They may have to change the class, but when I checked it, the class was same. Rating. Okay. There may be some problem with the web driver. 1 minute. Let me see if it is installed properly. We are using Selenium also, na? So let's see. So if it is not installed properly, then it may be a problem. There may be an update. But this is okay. 1 minute. I'll just rating. If I don't get rating, then I'll have to reduce this also, but it should come. Let me check. The div for this is, yeah, the class is same, but they have changed something. Let me see. Have they changed anything? No. 4.6 it is given. Yeah, it is there. It is very much there. Image we don't need, we just need the number. It is the same. Underscore 3 LWZ1 LK. It is 1K or LK. Okay. I see. So that is not an issue. Let's see. 1 minute. I'll just check. Let's see if my other code is working or not. Flipkart. It's working. No, it is giving an error. It has no object text, but it has an object text. Why it is giving me error now? 1 minute. Let me comment it for now. I'll check it and then come. But let's have it here, and I'll just change it for here also. They change things sometimes. That is what I was saying. I'll just comment it. Yes. I'll just run it here. Let me run it first and see if it is working fine. Rating, find div attribute. This is working fine. Yeah, you can get this, and I can get the text also, but the price, this is not coming. Rating.text. Anyway, so we have created a CSV file, so we can see that if it is there, yeah, my watch, and you can open it. Double click. You can see that the file is created with the product name and the price. Right? Rating will also come. So it is not that only one page is there. You can see that there are 3 pages. Okay, so rating will also come. I'll figure out the reason why it is not coming. So give me 2 minutes. Why it is not coming? Let me see. The site is perfectly fine. There may be some other issue. 4.6. Okay, they may have changed some code. This happens. Okay. All right. They have changed. They put actually 0 there. Equal to 0, that is there with this also. Div class. Yes, they have changed. All right. No, we have an issue. Class name is same, but they have put it equal to null, and then they have put the rating down there just to display, but it is not a part of the div. They are interesting people. Yes, they have changed a little bit. So rating I'll have to get somehow. But there is nothing like the console refers to actually null $0 they've given equal to, and actually the price should have been there. Let me see 1 minute. Let's see some other site. We have to figure out the reason. These guys are interesting people. That happens regularly with the sites, so we land up with some issues sometimes. So not a big deal. HP laptops. Let me inspect this. Interesting, they've used the same div everywhere, but they have actually put it to 0 in between. No, they have not. No, yeah, they have. They have put an image and then put it to 0. The text is very much there. They have put it to null, but in most of the cases, yeah, it should come there. 1 minute. Rating. Type. There is a text definitely. I can get the rating also, that will be fine. So let me try if I can get. Okay, see, it happens regularly with HTML files. I've worked with HTMLs which will not create much problem. With this, I can get the text directly also. Ratings. I could find. I'm trying. Okay, 2 minutes. It should work. If it is not working, then I'll have to find some other reason. No, it is not taking that. It is not taking it. So let me print and see what we are getting. Let me print it here and see. We are getting the rating. Let's print the rating and see what we are getting here, so that we can figure out the reason. I'll just comment two things which we don't want now. Don't want to write it again, so I'll just comment it. Pending is okay. Appending on the list to the list is fine. Now let's see what we get in rating. What we are getting, it may be an image or something like that. We're getting div source image class. We're getting this is there. Yeah, 4.7 rating is there. 4.7, 4.3 rating is there. Then why it is not taking it as text? Hmm, this is interesting. This is string only. Yeah, rating is there. It is very much there. 4.3, 4.7. Then why it is not taking the text? It will give me an error if it is there. Yes. Okay, number has come. 4.7 has come. And then it has given me an error. Interesting. None type object has no. It is giving me here only. Attribute text. Rating is has come already. So we have printed 4.7. Then after that it is giving me an error. I can skip it also. We have exceptions, so we can try that also. Let me see if I can skip it. It is making no sense actually. This happens with find only, but this is giving only one, and then it exception, and it is coming out of it. So it will only append one. Mhm. The moment it gives an error, it just tries to get out of there. Let me see if it can escape. There's only one more link. Let's see. There may be some problem with the first price. It's all gone. Let's see. This is interesting. Yeah, we have got it. Okay, so we have the product price and the rating also. You can see that this it has skipped the first one, that is 4.7. Yeah, and the reason may be because there was some error with that, but that's okay. So this 4.7 is gone. This 3.7 is there, 4.3 is there, 4.72, 4.7 are there. But the first record in that website is gone. You can try it with some other link also. We can try it with some other link and we can find out some other laptops. I think I've used one more website. Say not website. I've used the same Flipkart. You can use some other website also. Then you'll have to change the tags. View that to figure out. And I'm just looking for a website which I can find. And I have found some. I'll just copy this the entire thing and try to have another one. There may be no package required, so I'll just comment, and if we get an error, then we'll put it again. Bycatch is actually to skip an error and continue. And here I'll put watch 2.csv file, and here I'll have to change the website. So I just found another HP laptop site. It is not, yeah, it is HP only. I was looking for actually laptop, but it came HP only. So this is the site I am using, trying to use rather. If it is using the same class and the same name for the name and the price and all, it will work. Otherwise, I'll have to find it and change it. Yes, it doesn't have. It has again the same issue. So let's have the try catch. Try catch is again, I told you, it is to skip. It is giving me, this means that 4.6 will be skipped. So first is giving an error. First rating, that the highest rating is giving an error, rest is okay. Now that in this case it is warning is there, 4.6 is there. So let's see if we have the second also. Yeah, The second watch is there. See, so we have 4.6, but 4.7 is skipped. And the first is first was, let me see, what was the first? 56,000 rupees. That was the first. No. So the first record is skipped because of this error, this problem. So we can figure out the reason for that later. But you can use and you can create your own watch list, right? You can use it with the, this is for Flipkart, it can be Amazon, or it can be anything. What you have to do is you have to inspect and check the div, the main div, that is the main frame, then the name of the product and other thing. And let me see if I can get from Amazon. And sure, I'll try to show you. You can get, because inspect doesn't work. It gives you the results, but price, rating, their rating is different. So they have the images first, so it may create a problem for me. So, but that's okay. They have a different class name, that's fine. You can see that. You can try it. The class is section, A section. And if it is A section and B section, then it's going to create a problem for me. Because I cannot browse them. You can open Amazon and check, inspect. Okay, A section is there, so it's not an issue. Only the class names have to be different. But it may not be using your text option there. Class A size medium, A color base, A text normal. That is not required. A size medium would do. That is a big class name. But that is, I think, the class name is same. For rating, let's see what we have. Okay, so they should not have a problem because S underline text, so it should not create a problem. Your Amazon, you can try with that. So here the class would be different, and the main class is different. You can have a look at the main div actually, and then you can work on it. So it's not be a problem. Okay, so we can get it. And suppose if we land with a problem, you can always use try and accept. Try accept, and in this case attribute error was there, so I used attribute error and print warning and just print warning. That is the issue with the only first actually product, and the reason could be any. So it will take some time to figure out the reason. This is an HTML code. I'll have to inspect it and check what happened and what is wrong and what they have changed, and then I can actually find out, but it will take time. So let's not get into it for now. Even if we have been missing one, we can put one manually also, but that's okay. It's not required. So we can use this. Have been working, but somehow it is not. So as I told you, these sites keep getting updated, so it happens. Someone may have done some mistake or missed out something because the price has gone down. Actually, it should have been right in front of your div. So, but it is not there. But that's okay. If it is not there, so we'll have another one now. So this is something interesting again. So we have the beautiful sloop and all the drivers are there. We have the name. Now what we are doing is we have a Kingston University site, and what I'm trying to do is I'll show you the site also. Share the link with you first. So this is already there, so I don't need. Professor name designation driver. We have got this site Kingston University. I'll share it with you. What is this? Who's the staff there? And I want to get the data from there. So let me share the site. I'll share the link. A lot of things are open, so I cannot share the entire screen. Okay, 1 minute. It is loading. This is a site of Kingston University, and in this we have the staff. You can see the staff. Right, so I want to get the details of this staff and store it with me. This is a good practice for HRs, so they can actually get the details. So now let me go back. Let me share this link. Share the chat. Teams also in the comments. I'll share it with you. It's already there. That's okay. So I've already shared this link with you, Kingston University. And what we are trying to do is we are trying to get the staff details. So let me go back to the code. We have a lot of things to do today, so I'll quickly do it. Now we have the professor name designation, and let me see if it works. It again, I told you, if there is an update we'll have a problem. If it is not, then I can easily get it. Normally sites are not updated regularly. These sites, university sites, are not regularly updated, but like Flipkart, Amazon, or any other site for online purchase and all, that is regularly updated, so we may have some issues there. But anyway, we have a faculty.csv. We are creating that. It is loading. Done. Okay, so we have not displayed anything. So we have just created a CSV file. This is faculty.csv. You can see that. See, let me increase that. Okay, so we have the name and the designation. So we can get more details also. So in this, again, let me explain the code. This is the driver.get to get the site. Then driver page, get the source, then content, convert it to beautiful soup, then find all div. This is the main class. You can see this class, you can find this class also. Then h3 is for header 3. Third type of header is used for the name. Find header 3 attribute staff listing name. Then designation is header 4, so find h4. Then the professor name dot append, you get the text and designation which is appended, and then we are saving it, converting into a PDF file, and then sorry, in a data frame, and then uh, saving it as a CSV file. Okay, so let's have another one. Here we have Chrome, try Wikipedia also, we can try that, but let's see if we can get something from there. We can scrap the items from Wikipedia. I'll just copy everything. You can search element by element also, but you won't get anything directly. If you want to search a keyword, you can definitely enter a keyword and search. So that also is possible, but let's see. We are creating a function which is scrapping the wiki article, and scrap wiki article. This is what it's passing article, and this web scrapping. We are passing what we are trying to search is web scrapping. Okay, so response.get URL we have already passed. Okay, then we have to convert it to soup, beautiful soup, then find first heading. This is they have given first heading. Okay, this is like h1 h2 h3, they have given the id as first heading, that is the first one. Then the link we have to kind the body content that is which is there in the text, you can say. Then shuffle we are using, then we are finding all the links, wiki minus a continue link to, and then we are just displaying that. So we are trying to read the web scrapping. Okay, we are trying to get web scrapping from wiki articles. You can get this, and there's some error, it gives error sometimes, and it is not because of some other issue. There's nothing wrong with the code or something. It is actually, it happens because of the pooling issues. So I can put it in the try and exception case, and it will just skip. But that's okay. It will definitely give errors. Some of the sites will give errors if I keep on hitting them using a code. And like I tried once with the Twitter, I tried to put my feeds through Twitter using a code. I could do it, but they actually blocked me. So that is dangerous. So they thought that I was doing something funny, so they just blocked me. So it happens. Like in Google search also, I can use Google search engine, and even there, after some time, it will give me an error. I'll just show you. There's a possibility of an error. Let me put it here. The code I have practiced most of the codes. So for Google search engine, we have Google search, import search, URL library we are importing, where again the request and beautiful soup again. We need SSL is a certificate which is required. SSL certification is required. So that comes, that is also a problem sometimes, that the certification does not match, and there's no certification. If there's no certification, then it will get errors. So it should have. So certification is the content. We are getting the content, the context of the certificate, not required, but we require it for here. Then we are reading the page. URL lib.request, URL open. Instead of WebDriver, I'm using URL open. Then beautiful soup, parsing it to beautiful soup. Then returning the title. We just need the title. The Google search is a function which we have created. So we'll be putting few things here and trying to figure out if we can search. We are just finding Python. We can find anything. I'll change it and show you. See, I've got the links, and again, we have got some errors. So it is possible, quite possible, to get errors like this. It is not open, not able to, because the certification may not match the, or it may not be having any certification. Like let me get Ukraine. Russia I will find. Let's see if we can find something in Russia. Otherwise, Google has already blocked. Let me see if we can get something, or we can have errors. So we have only two links here: live updates, Ukraine, Russia. I click on this link, it will open. So I've just got the links. So it will give me errors, because forbidden 403 is actually SSL error. So this is a site we may have landed with a site which does not have a certificate. So you may get more results sometimes, or you may get just errors. Ukraine. You get more results with Ukraine. Russia, which you can see that was blocked. You can see that on Twitter also you have got. So it's not that it will just get you from the Google search. It is searching actually using Google only from Wikipedia. Then you have the news, and then you have the Twitter also. So you can just click on any of the link and you will get some details. Like in during the COVID time, I used this search engine. I created my own search engine to get to know the exact position of oxygen and the beds available, because it was not possible to browse all the social media sites. So I used search engine to search and to get the details of one such particular city. We were working throughout the country, so I use it to search the thing, and we could actually get good results, and we could help few people using that. So people had posted few things, so we could get it from there also. I can get actually directly from Twitter also, but this helps me, gives me a wider range. So error is not an issue, so don't worry about the error. It will come. I can actually bypass it using try. Okay, I can use this try and exception try and accept like this. I can skip it, so not a big deal. So let me see. This is just for 10 only, so try. SSL certificate error is there here in the function. So it may give me an error. I can see that it is just skipped. I can put the thing here. Warning. Stop is 10, so I can increase it to 20. But it will not give me more results because they may be blocked, or yeah, there is an error. There are 2 warnings, 3 warnings, but it is giving me more results. So you can use skip, you can skip it. Okay, so you can use this to skip the things. If you don't want errors, so you can simply skip them like this. So Twitter, the Guardian, we have the BBC News, we have CBS News, we have ABC News, we have France News, we have Russian News, maybe there, but it was blocked. So I cannot have your Russian news. So you can have something interesting. You can search here, but this will give you relevant results, unlike your Google, because Google works on a different search algorithm. It actually sees your URL, it checks where you are placed and what was the maximum search people are doing, what you searched in the last few months, your history, and then accordingly it will get you the websites, the results. So it may not be exactly what you wanted. So Google gives you an issue, but here we're using Google search engine only. We're using Google search engine only, but differently. So you get better results here. So you can try it and see. Okay, and I hope it is already shared. Let me check what I have shared. I think yeah, it is there. Okay, so you can try catch and skip it, or you can use if you want to get your own text, you can have it also. I can get you more details. Let me use Selenium now to get you some text. So typer we are using from URL is example.com. This is very commonly used website. So example.com, and we are getting the tags from there. So just run it. I will find elements by tag P paragraph. Okay, so nothing much. You can see this domain is for use. This is actually the headers we are getting. What is the description part? We got the description part only, but not, more or less not of much use. So let's search using again the Google search engine, and this time I'll put it in exception earlier, and so that not to worry. I'll put a few things like influencers, Tata Punch, green hydrogen. Instead of Tata Punch, I can give something else also. So first thing is try and accept from Google search, import search, just in case there is an issue. If there is no module, then it will give me an error. For Google search, import search, simple, nothing else. No beautiful soup, no Selenium, direct Google search. Okay, so what you are doing here is, I don't need this, I have removed it already. So site twitter.com list, we are getting the list with this influencers, Again from Twitter we are getting this Tata Punch, about Tata Punch, and from Google we are searching green hydrogen, green plus hydrogen, that means green hydrogen, two things we have. So I can have the keywords with a plus sign. So I just run it, and let's wait what we get. We'll get it from Twitter first, then again from Twitter. You can see that the links, it is on Tata Punch. So we have got for Tata Punch, and the influencers also will get, and then Twitter Tata. We've got so many things, Forbes and all, Shell.com, Wikipedia. You can get in. Okay, three searches we have done. One, two on Twitter, and one on Google. Green hydrogen. And if I just want one, I can only have one. So one, let me do one thing. Let me put it in different quotes. One at a time will be better. But you don't get anything. Okay, that's okay. You not get anything. Influencers, you did not get anything. So let's get it on Ukraine. There's a lot of Ukraine news these days. So let's have it Ukraine. If it is listed, yeah, it is listed there. Ukraine, Russia, Champion League Formula One. This must be a very old tweet. Okay, this is Startup Punch. You can get the contents also. Then Google, we are finding green hydrogen. This is the future fuel. Actually, people are using it now also. And in India also we have green hydrogen. So you can get that. See, when we use Google search, it gives you from Twitter also. It gets you the maximum possible places from where it can find about it. Or you can use your own keyword and search. Like a search engine, you can put your own keyword and search also. So you can do that also. And I can find out on, it's a new variant also of Omicron. So just put the query and fire. Everything is there, and it's very easy. Google search is easy. You don't need any beautiful soup or selenium, just have to do it. So you'll get the links. Easy to get the links, but they will be, as I told you, more relevant than what we normally get. So you can read it from a site also. We have URLs also. From URL you can actually get you have a YouTube, you can get from YouTube also data, and you can split it and display. That is the entire YouTube. You can open it and see. We have a site I used it for a project, for a research project. I'll share it with you. This one. See, this is on this one. Yeah, this is indianqanun.com. The link is there, so you can open it and see. Control and click, and you have the cases there. So we have used and read the cases from there. We have data. You can see request. We have opened the header. These are the headers there, and we have opened the link, and then URL open. Read 20,000 records. Then you can read it like this also, or then you have to pass it, and then you have to split and find the keywords. So what we are trying to do is NLP. We're applying NLP here. We are stripping. I'll just run in the code and see if it is working. Then only I'll explain it because things change. Yeah. So how many times the has come, off has come, in has come, proceedings have come, was has come. So we are just counting how many times a keyword has come on in a URL. Okay, and this is Indian Kanun. I can put my content also, and I can find the PDFs also. I can read the PDF also. So we have already read the PDF doc files and all. We have read almost all type of files and worked on with them also. Okay. So this is what I can do. This is word counting. This is the code of NLP. We use NLP here. Item getter is to get the items. Items key is for item getter. Reverse is going to true. We are sorting it, and then we are just finding the frequency. If frequency is more than 8, then word not in, then case it here, that is the counter. We increase by 1 and then just print the frequency. So we are just reading the words, splitting the data, getting the words and generating the words from the site, just getting the text. Okay, nothing else. Otherwise it will give me the HTML code also. So I don't need the HTML code, I just need the text. So we are getting this and then we are printing it here. Okay, and this is what I used actually. I can get the text from my YouTube also. So this is the URL. If you're opening the URL, then results, str we able to get code and URL dot read, then split and print. We are not printing everything. We are just splitting, and you can see that this is the site we've got. This is HTML. Okay, we are reading HTML one by one. HTML code, not much of relevance as such, but this is another way of getting the things. You can see it's huge YouTube channel, so data will be huge. Okay, see, this is actually reading uh, everything from the site, splitting it, and then just printing it. The thing which we did earlier also, that was using beautiful super selenium. This is using simple URL library, and you can simply read, request, open, and print. So again, we have the data here, and if you want to search anything in that, then it will be easy. It can be used for search for the passwords also sometimes. So what they're using for the password, if it is stored in the website, then it's easy to crack also. But normally, nobody will put the password in the website, but someone has, then it can be easily cracked. But you will find these days. Earlier, people used to put a password to check if it is matching, if it is was a static password. So they would put the password there and check if your entered password matches the password which is already stored. So in that case, you can easily crack. But not the case these days. But you can do a lot from this HTML you have got. This is in text form now, so you can do a lot if you want to do anything as such. But the most interesting part is this your search engine and the price watches, the watch you can create, or the content you can get from the university sites. That is good for HRs. HRs can always find, they can increase or they can create their own list of the faculties which are working in different colleges, and but you definitely have to change the code for every college. Same code may not work, okay, for same university, because the classes, the div changes. With the class, the div name may change. Uh, so you can get, or you can simply use this code, the last code, to browse through the website and just eliminate everything and just read what you want. But that is a time consuming process, a long process, and more complicated coding is required there. But anyway, let's have it. And let me share it with you. So if there is an error, that's okay. But on Flipkart, it was not accept, expected, but since it has come, so let it be. We have skipped it for now. Let me save it. You can use this to design something interesting. You can get the information, inputs, live information, live updates. You can get that also. 1 minute. I'll have to log in. I'll share your GitHub page. Okay, so we have lab 8. You can go to the root also. Okay, so I've shared the link. Okay. Right. So I have shared now everything. Yeah. Now what you can do is you can work on it and create your own price watch, or from Amazon. We have, sorry, we have done on Flipkart. You can try it with Amazon, but first try this everything, and then you'll be given an assignment to work on the Amazon also. So for now, just work on it and see if you can run it properly. And if you can run properly, then you can work on Amazon and try to get the price of a laptop and a mobile phone, and store it in a CSV file, and then you can share it with me. Okay, so you have a lot of time today. You work on it, and if you have any issues, I'm here. I can guide you. So just go through it. I'll create something for you. I have already shared, so if you have not got it, then let me know. That it should be there.